The effects of climate change are already here, and without proper planning and collaboration, they will continue to get worse.
Stormwater is a big problem in Washington, D.C., the Chesapeake Bay watershed, nationally and globally. All the stormwater runoff that happens in this cemetery goes directly into the tributaries into the Anacostia River.
My name is Kristen Taddy, and I'm the planning advocate with Casey Trees. So climate change projections are showing that we're going to be experiencing much hotter summers and heavier rains in the district in the coming decades. But DC's trees are an incredible tool for dealing with the effects of climate change. They work really hard to absorb excess stormwater and to cool surrounding air. Tree leaves catch rain at the canopy level too, and that reduces the sheer volume of stormwater that can overwhelm our sewer system during heavy storms.
We launched last year the Climate Ready DC Plan. It is the city's strategic plan to adapt to a changing climate.
Back in 2016, the District Department of Energy and Environment drafted the Climate Ready DC Plan. And the goal with that plan was to identify strategies to protect communities from the effects of climate change. So during the public engagement period, Casey Trees staff and volunteers worked with the city to identify how trees could be incorporated into the plan as a management tool.
My name is Alexis Goggins, and I had the pleasure of working with Casey Trees while managing outreach during the public comment period for Climate Ready DC. As part of these efforts, the Department of Energy and Environment actively solicited feedback from individuals, businesses, and organizations to make sure the plan reflected the needs and priorities of DC's many stakeholders.
So we recommended everything from planting trees in rain gardens to strategically planting trees near buildings to keep them cooler, and then planting trees along riverbanks to keep soils stable during floods. And ultimately, all of these strategies were incorporated into the final Climate Ready DC plan.
We knew that we had to start working not just with the trees, but with the people. And that's what advocacy is all about, right? People, trying to get them to understand things, change their perspectives, perhaps change their minds to do what we're here to do, which is to restore, enhance, and protect the tree canopy of our nation's capital. Anyone can become a voice for the trees, because guess what? The trees don't have a voice. But when you advocate for broad landscape scale change. Advocacy can be intimidating, but at the end of the day, it really is a fun and engaging way to become a part of the decision-making process in the city, and we welcome your input.